loan syndication process mapping, or I would say how to process loans, or maybe ABS or MBS in loan syndication business. This is the chart which will help you to understand the process from the beginning to advance. So let's start then. If you see, let's say you have any security, security can be LXID, ABS or MBS ISIN, or it can be preference equity ISIN or equity ISIN. If you have that security ISIN, it means that should be set up first, right? Set up, it means because every fund admin house, they have their individual accounting platforms, let's say XYZ accounting platforms. So that security should be set up in that application first. Okay, if it is not set up, then so might be you would have question, then what would be the other process? So if you don't have a security setup in your system, then you required the documentation or maybe agreement or contract note, or the security purchase agreement, which can define the terms and condition about that particular security. Or else, apart from that, you can check the information on Bloomberg as well for a security and the other status of security and all. And once you get the status of a security, so you can send that information to the account setup team, so they can set up the security in the system, and after that they will confirm to you. So as a processor or maybe trade processing team or settlement team, you can process the trades into your system, right? So here is the process. So which is customer wire or account setup, right? Loan setup, then account setup or customer wire payment setup, so which you can set up. Then allocation. So allocation of trades, primary trades, secondary trades, so that is important one, because primary, it means you can say your purchase trade, first purchase trades. When you purchase something, first time with the XYZ for XYZ securities, let's say as a fund manager, you're buying the security, Wipro shares or security or equity first time, right? You're buying the security first time for Wipro. That trade, which you can call your primary trade. After that, if you sell it, so that sell would be your secondary trade. And after sell, if you again buy it, that would be your again secondary trade. So that is the difference between primary and secondary. So the allocation is important. So allocate the trades. Sometime under one security, under one, let's say there is one LXID. Under one LXID, you would see different funds. Let's say XYZ funds, right? ABC funds, right? Then CD funds. These are the fund names basically. So your job is to allocate that funds to the or allocate the trades or commitment or the amount of that particular trades to the different funds, right? And then after trade booking team can book the trades into that fund accounting system. So when can you book the trades into fund accounting system? That is also, so might be you would have a question that, so when can I book the trades into the system and how can I book it? See, trade booking team, they refer the data like trade date plus one, trade date plus one. So it means, so Friday's trades, if I take the example, so Friday's trades, so that I can book the trades on Monday into that accounting system. So Monday, whenever you would log in, so you can book the trades for Fridays, correct? So in a fund accounting or in any business, so every time what we do on a T+1 day basis, we book the trades into the fund accounting system, right? and you can record all the trades for a LXID, for a IZANE, maybe loan or bonds, ABS, MBS, or any other instrument. So you can book the trades into your fund accounting system under different funds. Okay, so the important is what data or details that you required to create the records into your system. You required trade date, settlement date, ISIN, LXID, price, quantity, right? Counterparty name that you required to create the records into your system. Simple. So after creation of the records, so your loan servicing come into picture. Loan servicing, it means in short, so after the booking, if you see any amendments or if you see any request as such, it can be for cancellation, it can be for an amendment, or it can be for any other reason. So that service you need to provide to the client service or counterparts or respective counterparts or fund managers. Then after reconciliation come into picture, because reconciliation, it means after successfully recorded particular trades, so you need to perform the reconciliation versus XYZ account to XYZ. So it means you can perform the reconciliation between MO to BA or BO, MO to back office, or it can be related to client service as well. So that is depends. So who is the counterpart? If they have requested you to perform the reconciliation, so you can perform the recon as well. So in short, middle office versus back office data, it should be in line or it should be matched. If it is not, then you can draft an email to the respective counterparts to get the details about that particular breaks, resolve it. So eventually the whatever trades has been recorded in the middle office deal, so that all trades should be recorded in the back office deal as well, and the total balances from MO to BO, it should be matched. That's the the purpose of reconciliation here. That, and that's what, so you can refer the different tools to perform your reconciliation. Okay. Then confirmation on T plus 10 days here, so which you can refer, because see, in a loan business we have a different tax, which is T plus 5 for different market, T plus 5 for LSTA market, and T plus 10 for LMA market. LM, it means Loan Mortgage Association for UK market, and LST, it means which is for USA market, right? Loan Syndication Trading Association. So accordingly, on that the T plus 10 days, you can confirm the trades that should be confirmed and finally settled, right? If you settle the trades within a T plus 10 days or T plus 5 days, so where the DC means delayed compensation or cost of carry, which is basically interest payment, so you don't need to record that delayed interest payment. So eventually that will be accrued, but you don't need to record it as a delayed one, so it will be recorded as a normal, right? So that the difference which you would see. But in a loan business, most of the time what happened, so that loans, or takes time to sign the documentation part, it will take time to complete the signatures and reviews and everything, so it will take a lot of time to complete this activity. That's the reason. So delayed and cost of carry come into picture, and the that will be defined. So who will bear the DC and CC, and also I'll prepare separate session for DC and CC, which can be helpful to you to understand that how you can calculate and all. I'll take one practical example as well, so hold for some time. Okay. Then this is how your loan processing works. So you would see the different platforms which is required to manage this business. So IntelliMatch, which you would see, which is required to perform the reconciliation and all, right? Where statement versus ledger, which you can match it, and if it is not, then see, when you process something in your internal accounting system, at that time ledger will be created, and when you received something as a payment in your bank account, so at that time your statement will be created. So in short, statement versus ledger, it should be matched. And how you can match it? So the IntelliMatch provide facility to you where you can see the ledger versus statement, and which you can match it. If you see the unmatched or pending, so it means there is something happened with your internal records which is created by the trade booking team or settlement team. So if you're working at a reconciliation team, so then definitely you can reach out to the settlement team or trade booking team with a proper investigation stating that so the projection is not matching with the wire payment. So can you please investigate and reach out to the respective teams, or take a proper that the appropriate action from your end. So you can draft email like that, and definitely they will take the action accordingly and confirm it to you. That process which you would see. Then after that, ClearPar again, which is the tool which most of the institutions they refer, because ClearPar is one of the clearing agent. They provide their platform where you can access the ClearPar to sign the documents and all. And after signing the documents and all, you can initiate the settlement process. So it means ClearPar is the platform which provides the platform to signing the documentation and all, and apart from that you can manage your middle office operation business from the ClearPar platform as well. Then market, it means again, if you require any security details, right, market provide the facility information to you. Let's say LXID is missing, or ISIN is missing, or any other product information is missing. So in that case, you can log into the market, and with the help of issue name, you can check the identifier information, take the sniff from that, and you can send it to the respective team to update that. Because for a loan settlement as well, here with this process, you required the data from market, so which you can take the data from market and send it to the respective team, so we can update the data into the system, right? So that's how you can manage your business. Then yeah, so this is like processing output. So after doing all this, here you can see the processing output, which is loan execution, matrix reporting, activity ready to release, break resolution, past due clearance, and trade booking and confirmation. So after doing all this processing framework, which you would see the process outcome, which is trade booking and settlement. This is important because most of the institution, they have a separate project for all these activities which they manage and charge the fees to the client on the basis of trade settlements, all right, or maybe transactions. So yeah, and this gonna be one of the again major domain which comes under the TLM, transaction lifecycle management, which you can see with the most of the institutions, with like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, BNY, right? So yeah, that definitely, so you can apply for the same as well if you see any opportunities as such. And the important is, if you're looking for a training, personal training, and also earlier we have launched GMT launched mentorship program, which you can apply for a mentorship program and hire your personal mentor to get the right advice for your career, I would say, because the career advice is very important. You should have a right advice, or you should have a right person who can advise you about your career and all, who can resolve your doubts and show you the way where how you can go ahead. Anyways, if you're interested, you can download the GMT app right now to know more about the program. And if you're interested, so please do subscribe and be a part of this GMT program mentorship, GMT app mentorship program, so which can help you a lot to grow in your career. So we'll see you next session. Bye till now. Stay connected with the same. We'll see you.